Hello. Welcome in.
How are you doing tonight? Me and Ziah have decided that we want to make more single moms. Well, my wife's married, so we're coming to you, chat. My name's Mark Moneymaker.
I'm Mark Moneymaker.
Sorry, guys. I just got off of work, so I'm still in my work attire. As you can tell, I'm a hooker.
Mm-hmm. You do kind of look like... you do kind of look like a stripper. like one of those, like you show up to the bachelorette parties, you know, dressed as like a cop or something.
Freeze, you black son of a bitch. Yeah. Gotta get really into the role play here, okay?
Oh, God.
That's okay, I can say that. My best friend's black. All of our viewers. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today?
Hi, Denora. Hi,
As you
Shelbell.
can tell, the mic is muted this time, so we're going to say all these things, and you guys have no idea what we're saying.
True.
Shelbell, starting early. Oh, okay, you guys can hear. How are you all doing today? Welcome in.
Shit.
Too many buttons done for a hooker or stripper?
One button.
We wrote a whole anime about this, okay?
We did.
What's up, Bella? What's up, Peanut Butter?
Hello.
How is everyone doing? It is Monday? It's Monday, right? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Feels like Monday round 2 square. It's an incredible day to be watching Ziah TV. Obviously, we're both live here, which we should be live here most Tuesdays together from here on out. Well, what?
What? No way.
Wait, okay, never mind. Scratch that, guys. We will not be. No. I think we should be. We should be.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday. Thank you. I'm good. You want to be better?
You tell Shizzy missed you guys. He gets on and immediately starts flirting with every single person.
How are you doing? But I will be out of town for the next couple of days. I leave on Thursday. I'll be gone for 6 days.
We constantly leave these motherfuckers.
I know.
We're kind of bad.
Like, wow, your channel is so inconsistent. Yeah, we're on vacation 90% of the year. Can't afford it, but we are. When I was doing my stream, they were like, wow, you're going on vacation again? Like, I couldn't afford that. And I was like, I paid $12 for these plane tickets. Like, that credit card is a steal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got those plane tickets for cheap. $12.
On the low.
I got business class, too, so I get to drink alcohol and have plenty of feet room. It's amazing. Become an adult. Get a credit card.
Foot rubs.
Yeah, foot rubs. I don't think that's included.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
You should have paid extra.
Yeah, I should. Next time.
Well, I'm here. Hello.
Among the
Jimin.
wildflowers.
Hello. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
LD, welcome in.
What's up?
Mellow.
Yeah.
Bindlin Shoddington. Oh, Lil Squirt. Hello.
What? How do you know that's... Is that the secret name used? Is that the...
No, she's introduced herself as that before.
Oh, got you.
Twitch streams.
Oh,
you wouldn't know. It's...
Yeah, because no one ever shows it to my Twitch streams.
That's I know. Great. What the fuck's wrong with you guys?
No, it's fine. I stream on weird days too. Like I streamed on Sunday, and people were like, "What the? What are you doing live?" And I was like, "Hanging out. I got some free time. Let's do it."
Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's okay. I know what's happening. You sons of you got. That's why we have a toxic solo stands. Shizzy toxic solo stand counter on my stream.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's at 2.
Yeah, it's at 2.
So I don't know how to change my tracker. So it's my followers like tracker. It's like 78, and I have more followers than that, but I just don't know how to update it, and I don't know how to change the value.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Twitch tracker doesn't want to work right.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? You guys doing on Tuesday? Turning up?
Got the club going up. On a Tuesday.
Do I need my
almost never make the stream. I'm usually 3 days late. Well, not today. LD, welcome
guys,
in.
I was actually on a stream with like 26,000 views last night. Yeah, I got killed by a famous streamer on a game last night, which was incredible.
He did.
Dr. Lupo. You can see my whole name on it. It was incredible.
Got rolled.
Got rolled. Gosh, should have been streaming. Wouldn't have gotten rolled. It would have been great. And I don't know what you guys are thinking. You're like, why are these a-holes just popping up live randomly, right? I lost my retainer, so I'm gonna go. What?
So I'm gonna have to find it. Ooh, good luck with that. Retainers are super important. I know that because my sister wears a retainer. Would you like
sounds
a
like
retainer?
a BS. Yes, but it sounds like
these nuts in your mouth, boy. Got him. Yeah. You call me daddy now.
the scissors conflicted.
The scissors.
I'm both horny and
I was
conflicted.
tipsy earlier. I'm sober now. Hey.
Wait,
JB
whoa,
drinking. She hit 21, remember?
Okay. I don't remember. We didn't celebrate that. What happened?
We did celebrate that.
Oh, my bad. I
You
was
weren't there.
I was never.
Yeah.
No, I was not invited.
You were invited.
When?
Yeah, you got lost in the mail.
Oh.
I should be doing homework back here. Here you are. The best. If there's one thing that you...
Can we do it with your time?
Yeah, that you could be doing with your time that isn't doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is your homework. I think Ziah TV is probably the second most educational thing you could be doing besides studying.
I watched this video. It was about a procrastination workshop. Like you go into it and then you assign yourself a goal and then they keep you responsible and you literally legally are binded to stay in the place until you finish your goal.
Really?
So if you have homework, it was like, I think it was in Japan. I don't want to be racist there, but I think it was in Japan. And the guy went in, he like signed, he's like, this is what I need to finish. This is the work task I need to get finished, right? And this guy comes around and like you have different levels of like, hey, how much am I going to procrastinate? And like, how much are they going to help me and stuff like that, right? And this guy was bugging him like every couple minutes, like, let me get a progress report. Gave him a progress report. And he's like, all right, take this caffeine, you got a free drink and all this stuff, right? It was really cool. It was really cool to see. Oh, that cafe. Oh, Mello knows about it. She
I was like, of course, I invested in it.
Yeah, she's like, I invented it, and then I haven't gone there. That's why. The shizzer is conflicted.
Favorite arcade game? I don't really have one.
Sorry, just got water myself.
I usually just get frustrated at arcade games.
I really like the old school, like the shooty ones where you're like,
Oh, with like the machine? You just cap things? Yeah, those are pretty fun.
great.
Those are less frustrating.
I haven't seen Shizzy in a while. He looks like something in between a dad on the TV and a Top Gun character.
Facts.
The mustache. So this is a work joke in progress. Also now realize now on my camera the site is slightly longer.
Mine too. That one of these sides actually connects fully and the other one doesn't. And I'm like praying to God. I'm like growing more. Just connecting. That's all I need from you. Crystal, hello. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Thanks so much for being here. How is everyone doing today?
Yeah, we care about you guys.
Yeah.
I'm also going to watch some stupid, funny videos with you. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is.
I put Today We Unveil.
Oh,
that's the title.
That's great. We are coming out as a couple.
And then I just put the concerned Pikachu look, the confused Pikachu look as the thumbnail.
That's great.
I was like, fuck it.
That's brilliant. That's good.
Today We Unveil.
Clickbait. What if it just like these chime in and it's just me bent over backwards and my butthole like showing? It's like we unveil everything.
Today you see it all. Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna see how many golf balls we can finish.
Yeah, 37. We already knew that. Oh, that we were a couple. Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about the golf balls question. If we know how many can fit up there. Do you want to hear something funny? Last night,
coming off of that,
just last night, T woke me up. She was having the loudest conversation ever with herself in her sleep, right? And I wake up and I just hear this. I want to call her a B word, but my wife's a wonderful woman, right? So this bitch is like, she's like having a full blown conversation, loud as hell, right? And I'm like, what are you talking? I like wake her up. I'm like, honey, you're talking to your sleep. And she was like, oh, whatever, and just like went back to sleep.
It's time to walk in. Maybe Mighty Moo, hello, welcome in. Ooh, that's how you both also look like you're about to sing YMCA. Why do we? I can understand him, but why me? Why do I look like I'm about to sing YMCA?
You always look like you're about to bust out a song. I really...
You look like you're about to bust out in some R. Kelly.
No.
And I'm
definitely about to get my church on. I'm about to pick up as many chairs as possible to show off to all the girls in the youth group. And then I'm going to sing about our Lord and Savior, white Jesus. His pearly white...
booty bitches. I got big booty bitches.
Definitely not what I'm singing. I'm singing praise to our Lord and Savior.
White Jesus?
Yeah, white Jesus. For the record, I do not.
Finally revealing the OnlyFans account? No, not yet.
No. That's it. 30,000 subs. When we get back,
when you guys back up to 3,500.
Pearly white.
It only hurts a lot.
Only hurts a lot. How are you guys doing? Can we hear from you? Can we hear from the people?
The people.
The people.
The people.
In silence, just like our community. Moving on. What should we do?
I don't know. We didn't plan this.
I actually kind of.
Did we ever plan?
No, we don't.
No.
I kind of wanted to do this. No. Just absolutely meme the community.
As we talked to you last time I did, I smacked my husband's hand when he was trying to put something on my end table and said, hands off my stuffed crane.
My wife was talking about us having a better Thanksgiving than other people. She's like, we have the best Thanksgiving. And I was like, what's she talking about? She's like, mine and Juice's Thanksgiving is great. And like, I woke her up and I was like, what are you talking about?
That's a lie.
I don't, well, it was good. Oh, yeah,
I know it's a lie. You want to know why I know it's a lie? Because y'all only have a black woman cooking for you. Unlike
I
did. Oh my God.
Bro, let me let's talk about Thanksgiving. I made, first and foremost, right?
You do make pretty good food.
I make incredible food. I really do. I season the shit out of it, right?
That's fair. You are not white in that aspect.
I had a mashed potatoes off with Tabitha, T's little sister, and I was like, I challenged her. And I challenged her. I put so much pressure on her. She like called me the night before and backed out. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I bet your potatoes gonna be trash anyways, right? So I got her back into it. She actually showed up. Her mashed potatoes were incredible. I would say they were better than mine. And like they were incredible. Like they were different style. Yeah, I go for like a little bit more chunky, like style, and hers were very creamy and garlicky, which I know a lot of people like. So her flavor was awesome. Mine was like super herby, lots of like rosemary and like thyme and stuff like that. So it was just two different styles. I liked hers a lot.
She backed out and then rolled you.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was good. But that's the thing, right? You build competition. That's people thrive in competition. That's where like the best product's gonna come out of, right?
Sure.
Because I tried. And I made this big ass pot of gravy, just like some of the best fucking gravy ever made. Baby gravy, of course.
My mom slaved away in the kitchen, which probably isn't the right term.
Your dad. Dad's like, this takes me back to the good old days.
Good old days.
You did.
It was fire, though. My mom's signature dish is always her mac and cheese that she makes during Thanksgiving. It's unlike any other mac and cheese you'll ever have in your existence. If you think you've had good mac and cheese, you're wrong.
Yeah, she's also makes. She's the only person I'll ever eat the sweet potatoes from.
Sweet potatoes are fire.
Yeah, I don't know if she made this Thanksgiving. I should have saw that. Okay, yeah, those are the I will not eat.
And she doesn't put marshmallows on.
No, oh my God,
like a fucking cracker. Jesus.
I hate that stuff. But yeah, her sweet potatoes are incredible. Your mom's cooking's great.
You know what I wanted to say? Because we didn't do it this year, but sometimes some years we'll go around, everyone will say what they're thankful for, but then everyone just kept saying the same shit, so we stopped. I was like, if we do it this year, I was going to say, what I'm thankful for is I have a black mom that knows how to actually cook. God damn!
That's all I'm talking about. Thank you, white Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, white Jesus, for providing all these beautiful black women to know how to fucking cook. Thank you.
We do taco giving. We don't go anywhere and don't allow anyone over. Drama-free, filled with tacos.
Dude,
it's not bad.
The drama-free is the hardest part about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's why we don't invite anyone over other than like close like friends and family. But this time, the only person that was there that doesn't live with us was my grandma, and then obviously her boyfriend John. You should have showed up.
I was so freaking tired that day, dude. Because we literally started cooking.
People actually put marshmallows and sweet potatoes. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It's the most horrifying thing you've ever seen in your life.
It's like people that put ketchup on meatloaf.
Yeah, or mashed potatoes.
It's so gross.
Or mac and cheese. I hate it on mac and cheese. I think
people put on mac and cheese
all the freaking time. Oh my God, I hate.
How many of y'all put ketchup on mac and cheese? I just want to know. I'm not gonna do anything.
How do you hate Thanksgiving food? It's turkey. Turkey's fire. Turkey's like better chicken. What the hell?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Pause.
What?
Don't ever say that again in my presence. You're not going to disrespect chicken.
No,
in my presence.
You don't think turkey's better than chicken? I cannot believe you said that. Are you serious?
Turkey better than chicken?
Apparently, your mom doesn't have that good cooking skills if she can't cook a good turkey.
The turkey is immaculate. But that's not the point. It's not chicken.
It's
chicken. Mm-hmm. Should be 75% of my character is based off the fact that I love chicken.
But turkey is bigger chicken. It's like, okay, this is chicken, right? And then this is turkey. It's an alpha chad.
Well, I'm sure you're used to hearing this a lot, but bigger isn't always better.
Damn it.
He said, damn it.
Turkey is not better than chicken. You guys are wrong. Turkey has a better flavor profile.
No. Wrong.
Yeah, I
Turn me to Donald Trump here. Wrong.
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 Guys, I don't know how to tell you. Stream's done. Stream's canceled.
Definitely better than turkey. Chicken?
No, you guys.
I used to put on my mac and cheese. It's something I never heard of until I lived in Canada. Also, chicken is better than turkey. Yeah, duh. Chicken is the best. I don't know what you're going to search up, but it doesn't matter.
Very, very biased search.
Oh, why is turkey better than chicken? Oh my god. Oh, I wonder what type of response we're going to get from that.
This is how you do biased searches. Search. Why is turkey better than chicken? I don't know how to spell then and then. Chicken is higher in calories and fats, both saturated while turkey is richer in protein and cholesterol. So it is better. It is quite much better. It's better for you. Okay? You'll grow bigger.
Turkey is better for a sandwich meat. I do agree with that.
What? Oh my god.
I think turkey does make better sandwich meat, but in terms of like...
Do you not remember our escapades of 2012?
Yes, we made fried turkey.
Yeah. That was probably 13, 14 maybe. 13.
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah, we were young.
And everyone roasted us for it, but it was fucking
Yeah,
delicious.
we made fried turkey right after like Thanksgiving. We got like a bunch of oil in the pan. We first of all, this is like when we didn't know how to cook and we were very experimental.
That's like 2 days ago
everyone,
for me.
everyone came in the kitchen and was like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we're making fried turkey."
Your adopted parents.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just sitting there and I'm like, of course you freeze a black guy. The fucking first thing you do is fry
For
some
the
turkey.
record, every time like they'd make him come over, like because we got slaved. You guys heard the story, but like
Yeah.
my mom would be like, my dad and mom she'd be like, "Build me a castle, and bring the black people over." And then
Just invite all your black friends over and then we'd be forced to do hard labor.
And then she'd show up with a giant bucket of KFC and call it good. And watermelon.
Yeah.
And she says she's not racist.
Yeah. And then got mad at us for saying nigga. You shouldn't say that.
She did. And then she also
Bitch, you're making us work like slaves. The fuck you mean?
She's like, don't call them that. Don't call them by their names either. Call them slave boy.
You call them by their proper term, porch monkey.
Oh my god. That's so horrible.
The reason it's going to be about nutritional value. Chicken is just superior in so many different ways.
I think I like the flavor of turkey better. I think turkey has better flavor. Now,
sounds like a white man. Sounds like something white man would say.
I'm gonna have you. I'm make you a piece of turkey, and I'm gonna have you try it.
It doesn't matter. Chicken is chicken. I'm genetically disposed to loving chicken. I can't help it. You know why they make hot wings with chicken instead of turkey? It's because it tastes better.
Because the wings would be too big. Turkey wings would be badass. Things would be huge. You'd eat like 3 of them and you'd be full.
That would be delicious, but not as good as chicken wings.
Bye,
Mello. Have a fantastic rest of your...
I know most of the times turkey is much more gristly
than chicken. That is also true.
I think it's definitely depends on if it was prepared correctly. I think proper turkey.
Also, turkey's easier to mess up. Turkey's a lot easier to mess up because it's so easy for people, especially unexperienced cooks, to just dry the shit out of their turkey.
Oh yeah, I think a dry turkey is one of the and a fucking like super tough turkey too.
Yeah,
is the worst.
Super tough and super like. Don't get me wrong. I love both. I mean, it's 2 out of the 3 meats I can eat.
Fish. We can eat fish.
I can eat fish. I can eat turkey, and I can eat chicken.
Yeah.
Right. So, don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, I do love them all. But when it comes to my preferred selection of meat, it has and will always be chicken. There's nothing that's ever going to change that.
I wish I had some left over for you to try. I should have saved some. But we made this soup. It was brined. It was smoked. It was
Ziah, thank you.
It was incredible. It was super juicy, super moist, super soft because we did it in an orange brine, so it broke down all the meats and stuff and made it like just fall off the bone.
We usually put ours in the New Wave.
Oh yeah, I forget you guys had that fancy cooking
it's
stuff.
Fancy and it never dries meat out.
We put it in a Traeger.
Trigger, Nick.
whoa. You smoked crap at it. It was so good, dude.
I want some fucking. Hey, since you're going to Alaska, can you bring back some Alaskan crab? Some Alaskan
I have crab in the fridge right now. I should probably say. But yeah, I'll try to get some crab. If it's in season. Sometimes it's not in season.
No,
I have a lot to do.
Fucking swim down there like maybe anymore.
For the record, it's 8 degrees in Alaska right now, so the water temp is probably -8 degrees, and he's gonna make me die.
Death can have you when it has earned you.
That's
and
true.
it has not earned you yet.
Yeah, negative 8 degree
So
wet.
it'll be fine.
It's gonna be frozen over and come up. And it's gonna be the ice there. It's gonna be that scene in the movie where it's like, and then you're gonna be standing. You're like, "Where's my crap?"
I don't think I have any like pathological fears. In that moment, that would become my pathological fear because that would be one of the most horrifying things, to be trapped in like freezing water and then have a layer of ice that you can't break through above you.
It's like going to the end of the world and having just a invisible field there, and you can't pass, and there's like, I don't know, the craziest monster on the other side of it, or like behind you. It's like you are trapped.
It's just impending
You can
doom.
see, you can see your savior, you can see the light, you can see everything, but you're just trapped under there. Yeah. People do that for fun.
They do?
Yeah, you ever seen the people like that swim under ice? Yeah,
oh, you mean psychopaths? Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you, dude? I took a test.
You're a psychopath?
Yeah.
All right, well, I knew that. I mean,
oh my god!
You have a lot of psychopathic tendencies. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you the way you play League of Legends.
Are you going fishing, Shizzy? Yeah, fishing and hunting. I should. We'll see what happens.
Don't go top lane, Shizzy. It's the most tilting lane. I don't give a fuck. I'm so tilted right now.
I was
Shizzy. I'm giving you an opportunity to switch your roles. Don't go top lane, Shizzy. You're gonna. I'm quitting League of Legends. This is bullshit.
It took two. It took two
games.
But really,
psychopath.
No.
We aren't surprised.
I took a test, and it's like this actual test. I think it's called like PCL Tech B test or whatever, right? But I scored a 3.7 out of 5, and 5 is the max psychopath. 0 is you're neutral, and you don't have like you're not psychopathic, but you're not like because you're looking for like negative points. I scored a 3.7, which is practically a 4.
Hello, Belle. Welcome in.
So
I want to take that. I'd be curious to see.
Yeah, and I answered it super honestly, and I was like, oh.
I think I would rate pretty high because, and then not because
it's a lot of like, do you care about other people? Like would you put somebody else down to get ahead? And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, I think for me it's very situational dependent.
Yeah.
Because it depends on like how much they're going to suffer. But like I think the thing for me why I would score high on those tests is because they do look at like a lot of like morality and stuff like that, and I have always been in the mindset that there is necessary evils in this
100%.
world. Like, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, and when you live in a world that isn't black and white, but people try to make it black and white and say, oh, it's just good versus evil, even though it's not how the real world works. Oftentimes you get labeled as a bad guy just by realizing that. But like truly, if you really look at the people that have achieved the most in this world, it's people that have realized that there's necessary evils in the world.
Yes,
because you're not always presented with like an option that's like good or bad.
Yeah,
sometimes it's bad and bad. Sometimes it's bad and worse. You know what I mean? Like that's how the real world works.
But being a great leader isn't making the right decision; it's making a decision, and that's like what's hard. And I think the perfect description of that was Ender's Game, right? They like
what game?
Ender's Game. Are you familiar with this? Ender's.
Yeah.
Game?
I played on the Minecraft server once.
Okay. Actually.
Yeah, Enderman. Yeah.
No. Okay.
You just kill Enderman.
So no, it's this program they put these children into, right? And they make them to like play like pretty much these RTS games, right? Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, they have these incredible battles and stuff like space battles, and it's like this whole. I've seen it, Shizzy. Good movie. Thank you. It's got a good point to it. That's what's cool. But they have this whole like race, this hive mind that they're trying to like take out in this video game, right? And it turns out that it's real life, and these kids have been leading these armies, and like thousands of people have been dying because of their decisions. They've just lost battles, and they're like, "Oh, it sucks. We'll get them next time." We'll just run another scrimmage.
That's crazy.
Yep, and it's like you take out that morality, that idea that people are actually dying, and that's when you make good decisions. That's when you make tactically correct decisions. Once you segregate the whole idea of these are real people, real lives dying because of your decisions, right? You have to make those decisions. And there's a couple scenes in the movie, right, where they're like, it kind of sets it up, and then it like just drops it on you, and it's like, now is he a psychopath for killing all those people and like making the right decision? No, he was a good leader, he was a good commander, and he eventually won the war. Or I think in the movie he decides that the hive mind. Well, yeah, it's an older movie. If you haven't seen Ender Game, don't watch it.
Change my mind about the worst way to die every time I think about a possible way to die, especially after watching videos about certain stories of stupid or very unlucky people. Oh yeah, they're like. The thing about it is I don't think that there is one singular worst way to die.
I do.
Because of the fact that like it's going to be very like person dependent, in terms of like like what that encompasses, because I think that like fear has a lot to do with like making a death worse. You know what I mean? Because like for when we think about it, when you think about worst ways to die, it has to be a slow death, right? Because a quick death isn't going to be the worst way to die, because it's over in an instant. Can't be the worst, right? So it has to be a slow death. A lot of people go to either drowning or being lit on fire, and that's always like, well, which one's worse? You know what I mean? And that's
skin peeling.
Skin peeling, yeah. I think that skin peeling is very... I think that a level of, in my opinion, what you would have to categorize as one of the worst ways to die is suffering and fear through torture into an eventual death. Probably has to be like the worst way.
Yeah, I think that you have to kill their psyche first, and then physically, like in their life. That's that's the worst.
That's probably, but you know, on a lighter topic that YouTube will actually like.
Wait, you're talking about how
buried alive in a small place? Yeah, because any of those that like anytime you know that your death is coming, but like you don't know exactly when, I think that will just categorize really highly up there.
So I know that Mr. Beast has done it, other YouTubers have done it, right? Where they get buried alive and they but you know you're gonna live, right? So
so it's
there's
not that bad.
There's limited risk possible. You know, they have an air tube, they have backup, all that stuff, right? But the idea of being trapped under there, that's just a mental battle, and you have to like consistently be like, no, I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna survive, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have that, I'm gonna survive, like you're just in like unstoppable doom. What's the word I'm looking for?
Impending doom.
Impending doom, right? It's just like. Yep, that is what's going to
once that settles in, it's really hard. And again, that like another big thing with that is if you have claustrophobia or not. If you have claustrophobia, that's probably going to be the worst thing that could happen to you, is to be buried alive or something.
I hadn't felt real claustrophobia until I was crawling through the destroyed ship during boot camp, right? And you're crawling through this tunnel. And it's incredible, right? This is an insane scene in the whole entire training, right? You go into this, you get put into this room. You're on an oxygen tank when you're doing this, right? You get put into this room, and you're supposed to count these like items inside of the room, right? And there's an instructor in there, and then the room starts filling with smoke. The door's locked, right? The door handle's hot, so you can't open it or force the door open, right? And you eventually have to climb onto these crates and go through an air hatch and crawl down an air hatch, drop into another room, right? With an oxygen tank on your back, okay? I'm 6'2", I'm a big guy, right? It was not an easy crawl. It was incredibly horrifying. This idea of impending doom, right? But you still have this idea of like, hey, this is a training environment. At any point, like I could be, like they can just call it off. Holy shit, dude! Crawling down that adrenaline rush. Automatically, I was like, I do not like tight spaces, and I now know I have some sort of claustrophobia.
Any human can have claustrophobia. It just depends on the level, because I think that we can all agree that being in a situation where you are now restricted completely on your movement and you have a sense of like, I'm going to die in this situation, that's probably fucking scary to anybody. Just like newsflash, right?
Once you get uncomfortable and you can't move in like a certain way, or you can't like adjust and you're just stuck there, it's just like
I feel like your body freaks out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I didn't realize that like I was any level of claustrophobic until I had a older cousin who was a decent amount older than me. I think he was probably in like middle school or high school by the time I was in elementary, or not by the time I wasn't, but while I was in elementary school. So he was quite a bit older than me. He used to pick on me a lot. And one time he like wrapped me up in a blanket and then like bear hugged me. And that's when I realized that I truly was like, oh, this is what claustrophobia is. Because I never experienced that before. Because I had been in smaller spaces, but like still with like enough range of movement to where it didn't really affect me. But once I was like, I'm going to suffocate under this blanket and I feel like I can't get out and there's like no end to like this like space that I'm trapped in, that's when I was like, oh, fuck this. This is horrifying. You know what I mean?
What's up, Lisa? Welcome in.
I think it just triggers like a very instinctual survival response. Like if you don't get out of the situation 100%. As soon as possible, you're going to die.
So my little sister, and I'm going to admit to this, and I'll probably be
do you watch Mr. Ballin video? Sorry, I wanted to make sure that we're getting that. We know of Mr. Ballin. We met
Mr. Ritter, by the way, his manager.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We did while we were in VidCon.
Yeah, he's an incredibly buff.
I've only seen a couple
individual. I've seen clips. I've seen a lot of clips from Mr. Ballin. I talk about it.
Hi, Lisa. Okay, good. We're caught on chat. Sometimes we go on our rants, and I just don't want to make you guys feel excluded.
This is like tortured our little sister. Not on purpose, I don't think. We just out of boredom.
It's just kids.
Yeah. So we, I don't know if this is just kids, but we locked our little sister in a tote, put her in a closet, and like covered the top of it so she could.
Tote?
Yeah. You know what a tote is?
Yeah.
Like the big ones, right? You put like, yeah. So we put her in a
It's kind of like a storage bin.
Yeah. Yeah, storage bin. And I don't know if that's the proper term. Is tote the proper term?
Just call it a storage bin.
Storage bin. So we locked her in a storage bin, put the lid on top of it, and put her in.
Kind of like the
closet.
plastic ones you see at Walmart.
Yeah. For the record, I was not the individual that did this. I did stand by, so I am guilty by association. Like maybe a 3rd degree charge there. But like it was so ridiculous. 'Cause, like looking back on it, I'm like, that must have been horrifying.
Yeah.
That must have been absolutely horrifying.
Yeah,
For that child.
yeah, it's one of those things. No, that is kids being kids in my opinion. Because, like, in my opinion, kids are fucking evil.
Oh yeah,
and
because we have no fucking filter.
And that's because like they don't fully understand the concept of good and bad, and they don't fully understand the concept of consequences. Like as a child, like you don't understand why you shouldn't do what you do because you don't think about like how it affects that person.
Yeah.
Like you learn as you get older, like, hey, I shouldn't punch Shizzy in the face because that wouldn't feel good and I wouldn't like getting punched in the face. That's not something a kid inherently knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Remember
so they
playing
just do
Crack the Egg on a trampoline? You ever played Crack the Egg?
Not Crack the Egg. I've played on trampoline quite a few times. I was practicing backflips and shit.
Oh no!
You saw where that led.
We used to play Crack the Egg, where so the person in the middle balls up and you wrap your arms around like and people jump try to like
bounce them and make them
yeah, Crack the Egg, dude. That was the most sadistic game ever. That was called group group murder maybe. Like you try to like bounce them off, you try to double I don't know that was so.
I'm very traumatized from trampolines.
Dude, trampolines are dangerous.
They're very, very dangerous.
They put the gates on them, doesn't matter. Still dangerous.
Yeah. Well, so we had a trampoline for many years in Utah when I was growing up. And my parents were too lazy to put it down during the winter months, and Utah has heavy snow. So the problem is that the snow would sit on there all winter, and so it made the trampoline super fucking bouncy because it was used to being stretched out. So it would give more, which means it would launch more. So
almost broke my nose. Get out of here. That is that's exactly right to play Crack the Egg.
Yeah. So I was jumping on the trampoline, and it was like springtime. So it was right after one of these winters where it had a lot of snow on it, and it was in our front yard. There's this big giant tree in the corner of our front yard, and the trampoline is kind of just like the tree's like over here, trampoline's right here. I go and I do like a backflip. I hit directly in the center of the trampoline, which is the most bouncy part. I kid you not, this trampoline was so worn down because we've had it for many years. Yeah. I went all the way down and touched the ground.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And that shit launched me directly into the tree, and I hit the back of the head in the tree. I think that's also why I probably am like 75% stupid as fuck, is because all the brain injuries I succumbed to as a child.
Fall down the tree. My name's Lee.
I have been awoken. Well, and that's in that same house is when I
jumped off the top rail.
Yeah, I did do that. I also smashed my head on a rock sledding.
Yeah.
That was not my fault. That was circumstance, actually.
Gravity.
We were going down this hill. At the end of the hill, there was a pond, and there were boulders that were kind of like by the pond, and there was like these like weird like they're not really trees. I don't really know what to call them. They were like red in nature, yeah. And the snow would completely cover them, But while I was going down, I think the front of my sled, because I had one of those like more pointed sleds, hit the shrub and kind of uncovered it because it then flicked up and launched my thing off course. And so I like went like this, turned backwards, and then was flying down the hill backwards, and I just into the fucking boulder, and I just sat there. The worst part is there was red spray paint on the boulder, so when I turned dazed as fuck, looked to the side, I saw red splattered on the fucking thing, and I was like, and I just accepted the fact that like I was gonna bleed out to death, and I just like looked over, saw it, and just slumped over. I was done. Like that was it.
I went snowboarding with my brothers back when I was like 13, 14, right? And we get on top of this hill, and it's called a double black diamond. It's like the toughest hill, right? And they were like, oh, just come down this. It's super easy. Just come down this with us. And I was like, oh, okay. So first, it's just you drop in. It's like a 300-foot fall, like a pretty steep, right? And so I was like, I don't know how to do this. So you just like go on your heels and you like go down slowly, right? I was picking up speed. I could not slow down. Gravity was just forcing me down this. And I was like, and I couldn't steer because I'm still learning how to snowboard. And there was a Christmas tree top out, popping out, right? Couldn't change my direction. I went right onto it. Board caught. Summerfall fell over, right? And then I just tumbled for like 200 feet. Jesus. And I like got up at the bottom, and I was like 14, 15, so you can bounce back pretty fast. But I was just like, and then I'm going down the rest of the path, and they have me going through these trees. Okay, now again, I don't know how to turn yet. Okay, I'm going through trees. I can't go sideways because it's not steep enough, so I have to go straight on, right? So I'm picking up speed. I try to turn, boom, flew into a tree, wrapped myself around a tree. I kid you not, they tried to murder me, okay? And then at the end of it, there was like a freaking 35-foot jump to like a 70-foot drop, and then an ice pond. Like a slush ice pond at the bottom. And I was like, at what point did you guys decide, hey, let's go murder our little brother? You trapped our little sister in a closet. We're going to get revenge. Takes me out. Yeah, it was horrible, dude.
Yeah, it's just shit you do as a kid.
Gravity, man.
I felt true claustrophobia when I was like 7. I was on this dodgy ride that was tilting and shaking, and like 5 middle school big guys fell on top of me. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck?
Yeah. We put that on the orange.
I've been having dreams jumping on a trampoline. Pleasant dream. That's
jumping on the trampoline, right?
Yeah, a song.
Dun, 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 dun. I think that's
so. Have you heard about this theory that kids are actually indestructible as long as you don't recognize the pain, as long as you don't address the hurt that they got themselves in. Like a kid can be hit by a fucking meteor, for example, right? But as long as you don't freak out. And you're not like, oh my god, little Jimmy got hit by a meteor. They'll bounce back up and be completely fine. Daddy, I got hit by a meteor.
Meteor. I'll fall in log, Dad.
It's like when you acknowledge it, because when they see, because the thing is like a lot of it is learned behavior, right?
Oh,
and I see this all the time. Is if the parent freaks out, that's when the kid starts freaking out.
Yeah, because they look around for a second. They're like, what just happened? And you're like, oh my god, Jimmy,
then that's
your
when they
arm's cut
freak
off.
out.
Otherwise, they'll just put it right back on.
Yeah,
like a Lego character.
Yeah, kids are like damn near indestructible as long as you know.
I don't think you're understanding what the statement they can get hit by a meteor and bounce back means. They quite literally are invincible, okay? I've seen One Punch Man. Even he could defeat them. You see this in video games a lot. Kids are invincible. You can take up a semi to a kid and it'll be fine. Don't try that.
The worst part is the video games where you can't kill the kids. I don't know this from experience. I know this from YouTube videos. Are the ones where they always have the most shit-talking little fucks in the video game that makes you want to just strangle the shit out of that little fucker.
You walk into the first town in Skyrim.
Like Skyrim.
He's like, huh, you broke peasant. You're like, oh. Just like, take him to a mountainside, there like, throw him off of a mountainside at Mach 2, falls 6.
That's why I download mods that allows me to kill anybody.
Oh.
Talk shit again.
Meteor strike. Bounce back, bitch! Bounce back! Huh? Last motherfucker!
Well, yeah, obviously there's some limits, though. Like, if a kid gets cut in half, but then they'll just be in shock, so I don't even think they'll feel the pain.
Do not at any point chime into this.
This is why.
They unfollowed us on Instagram.
No, they still follow us.
No, I know.
This is why our videos don't get pushed. The content is so fucked up. YouTube's like, no. I can't try it. Oh man puts down the random kid I picked up on the street. No, you can try it. I can't tell you. Well, actually, I can't say that.
I can't try
it. You can do whatever your heart desires. We'll put it like that. That way I'm not.
No. If your heart desires murdering little children, please don't do that. Please don't. Okay?
Unless this is one fucking kid I know. You know who you are, you little fucker. I'm coming for you.
Daddy daycare is over. Daddy's not allowed around children. He also not allowed around schools, 300 meters. I don't know what happened. He grew a mustache. It's kind of weird.
That's you.
Show up on a
you
case
look
file.
Way more like a sex offender than I do.
Sex offender files, man. Get over here. Yeah, welcome back to Ziah TV.
Been a minute.
This is why people stop subscribing to us, because we would do this mid-reaction.
Yeah, that's true.
We go on a 41-minute rant.
Mid-reaction, and that's what killed our BTS growth, is because like they would tune in.
You guys.
Yeah, it wasn't us. It was our rants.
It was our rants.
It was the fact that we'd be like, this reminds me, and then 40 minutes later, so anyway, we should probably get back into this, and then play it for like 5 seconds.
15 like racist remarks per second. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's cancel these idiots.
Oh God.
Get them out of here.
We're I would consider us pretty good at a lot of different things and absolutely horrible at a lot of other stuff.
Staying on topic.
Staying on
Having
topic.
a topic?
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, you have no idea.
Do you guys think that the reason why none of our skits and really anything we do ever has a script to it is because like we are just like geniuses when it comes to coming off the top? No, it's because we're actually too stupid to follow scripts and write them.
I will set goals for myself on stream. This is something I've been doing recently. I'll be like, try not to cuss or try not to flip out about this random woman lying her ass off, right? And then 30 seconds later, I'll be like, this got me paying her bills, and I'm like, I'm off. I'm off. It's bad.
The values weren't aligned, you would say. Can you imagine that? Like this person, you're like in like a police investigation, and they're like, why did you murder little Timmy? Our values weren't aligned. So you chopped him in half?
Now his body's not aligned. Let's just put it like that.
Improv comes naturally. Yeah, I just like it's so hard to follow a script for me because like it comes out very robotic, and it's probably because of lack of experience with follow a script. But it's like I just do so much better when it's just coming off the top, because when you're coming off the top, it's natural because it's just whatever your brain's thinking. I want to show them so bad. We
finished our, we finished our script. We're gonna do a live stream where we do like a show with like comedy, our skits in it. We've done in the past. We're super psyched for this. We'll probably do it when we get back. Right? We're filming a skit every Tuesday, not this Tuesday because we were just chit chatting, getting reconnected.
Yeah, after my long leave. Lack of Ziah TV.
It's about like this. But yeah, real hard. but you guys ask like, how do you guys stop laughing like during these skits? Ziah had one of the best lines I've ever heard. Right, I'm Mark Moneymaker.
What was it? I'm Mark Moneymaker, Officer Jenkins' ex-wife's fiance.
And every time he delivered that line, I was like recording, I would just bust out in laughter. I could not take it. And it took like 3-4 takes before we could get it. And like I was just still like dying back there. It's amazing. It was a completely improv line. The first time he said it, it caught me so off guard. I died laughing.
No, because Mark Moneymaker was something that like just popped into my head on the spot. So I just introduced myself as Mark Moneymaker.
Dimsdale Dynamos or something like that.
Doug Dimmadome?
Yeah, Doug Dimmadome.
I'm Doug Dimmadome, owner of Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah.
I'll give me some Doug Dimmadome. Come here, boy. Nani?
Surprise picture face. But like, it was so fucking funny that I couldn't stop laughing, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
We're filming skits again.
You cut it out, obviously.
Yeah, we have to. We have to.
Yeah.
Me laughing isn't quite as funny as you guys laughing.
We break character all the time.
Where's that from?
Where's that from?
Our skit.
Ooh,
or Dimsdale Dynamos.
Weird, I didn't get any notifications. Yeah, welcome to YouTube not pushing us because it hates us.
What's up, Higgins?
Hello, welcome in.
Like Fairy Odd Parents? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes from Fairy Odd Parents.
Okay.
Yeah. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I can't tell. Sometimes
Doug Dimmadome.
Damn.
I'll make a song called like Doug Dimmadome.
Dude, oh my god.
Doug Dimmadome. Some Doug
Dax
Dimmadome.
just put out a remix this or like rap on this verse, open verse or whatever. And I was watching it and I came up with this fire bar. I'll tell you about it afterwards. But you have to say
Hi Higgins. Hello.
Not that it has any like provocative words in it, but like you would just say it better.
I'm the rapper.
Yeah.
It makes sense, yeah.
And at the end he's like, welcome to my freak show, because it was like on the Joker track or something like that. Or we're hiring a welcome to my freak show or something like that. And I was like, dude, this makes so much sense.
Dax is a creative genius.
Yeah. Well, my creative genius was better, but not saying that Dax is.
He's like, look.
Yeah.
When you got it, you got it.
You got it.
True creative genius, Jekyll.
Yeah, I started playing him in the office today. Like,
Jekyll.
Yeah, I just put him on. Just put him on shuffle. His whole album. Not Southside.
Older album or newer album?
Newer album.
The 85 stuff.
Yeah. I just started playing that in the background, and I was just sitting there vibing. What?
Bro, that fucking song. If you guys don't understand, J. Cole literally said, oh, let me remember the exact line. Continue with your story. I need to remember the exact line because I don't want to deliver it wrong.
But I like just started playing at work, and mind you, he says the N word about 35 times a second in this one rap verse, right? And I'm just sitting there, like dressed nicely, you know, like slacks. Well, just like I've got the speaker, I'm like looking up criminal cases and like, oh, look at all these criminals, you know. Like my coworkers just like what the is going on? So I switched up the music. We put on like early 2000s playlist. It was great, but
oh yeah, that's right. He says something about like not wanting any beef, but he's like, if the beef do come around, I'll put an M on your head. You're Luigi's brother now.
Yes. Dude, it's so good. It's
Chat, do you understand how fire that is?
It's so good.
He said, I will put an M on your head. You're Luigi brothers now.
I will translate to the white people, okay? The M stands for million, okay? Mm-hmm. On your head
also a mark on your head. Like a bounty. Yes.
But M, like Mario, in the Mario games, now you're Luigi's brother now. It's incredible. It's such a good verse.
It's such a fire.
Oh my god.
My brain is 70% music references and 20% random cartoon references and 10% awesomeness.
I'll take 100% awesomeness and the rest is
my brain is 70% music references, 20% pornography. And
dude, I said the one of the funnier lines in work today. I was like, man, this guy's a longer rap sheet than my porn search history. And my boss is in the room, and he was just like,
thick, long. Oh.
Did I tell you about the? I got a fake name as a witness.
Huh?
This witness, like they called in about a crime. They were an eyewitness, right? We were trying to track him down, and their name was Fat Human. But like their first name was Joy, Joi, Fat Human. Type that into a Google search, it pulls up nothing but pornography. Because Joi was jerk off instructions, and then it just pulled up a bunch of like
got rolled
like overseas pornography, and I was like, and I put a note in there because we have to send this off to a lawyer, and I have to include it. And I was like, I was talking to my office manager. I was like, do I include this? And she was like, yeah, why not? I was like, well, look it up. And she's like, why? And it's like, that's a fine name. And I was like, look it up. And she typed it in. She's like, do not include that. I was like, I will put a warning on this. Do not search this. I had a name today for not a client, for a future individual we were working with. And their name was the most, like, I think my last name is bad. Their name was horrible. It was like every letter in the alphabet in the wrong order, like 2 Z's and a Y. And I was like, and I put a little annotation on there. I was like, I did not sneeze on my keyboard. This is properly spelled.
My brain is 95% random shit, 5% staring. Respectable. The good old 80s porn movies or the mid-modern porn videos? Hentai. Next question. I only watch vintage hentai. Do I drank that other bottle? So we dated it. of sake. Speaking of things from Japan.
Yeah, well, no, it like dated stuff. So the cork was completely destroyed. It was like as soon as I started...
Oh, you actually unsealed that one?
No, not that one. Another one, right? Because I had a red one, right? And I was trying to...
So the other one with the curse mark in it is still sealed?
Yeah, it's still sealed. Yeah, we're not opening that. It's got demons inside of it. And so a genie gonna pop out and say, you want some wishes?
Mm-hmm. And it's all gonna lead to you getting fucked in the ass by tentacles.
Yeah.
I've seen enough hentai to know where that goes.
But I opened it. It was incredible. The flavor was like very developed. It was like this really, really deep sake flavor with a lot of like plum in it. It was incredible. It was really sweet. It tastes like kind of like brandy.
I don't know. I don't really trust your.
I don't either.
Your
sake opinions.
Yeah, after
it's so good.
Soil water, that's delicious. It made me physically gag and almost have to throw up immediately. I ran out of the Pendleton whiskey when I was doing my...
yeah, I know. And I saw on stream and you were like taking shots of it and you were like, this is horrible. It's killing my soul.
I physically had to resist the urge to throw up.
It's overdeveloped.
So bad. Yeah,
because it's been so long. Yeah. But we looked up the shelf life of a cork and that's over 50 years. So it was aged
those were
50 plus
so-
years. And I looked up the brand. The brand doesn't exist. I looked up everything on it. None of it existed. And it was like, oh, if it's in glass, it can be anywhere between.
Japanese dude made it in his fucking shrine.
Yeah, they dated it back to like either 150 years ago to like 75 years ago. And I was like, there's a good chance I'm getting superpowers.
Yeah.
But I've just become more and more delinquent.
I actually got superpowers from that sake though.
I don't believe that. But okay.
I did. I got rap superpowers.
Did you?
Yeah, elevated.
Spit some verse?
Yeah. I'm like completely different human than I used to be when it comes to rapping.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not actually human anymore.
I want to hear you. I know you're working on a new song. Really.
Yeah, I am working on a new song. Yeah. More details to come.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
That Drunk Live was hard to watch. Was it hard to watch? Like in a bad way?
Yes.
Was it?
It was bad. The reason why there's no clips of that and it doesn't exist anymore.
It was actually that bad.
Yeah, we were incredibly drunk.
No, not that one.
Oh, that one.
The Q&A. It was, the end was rough. Why? Because I was physically suffering because
Which one? The LAN party one or the one Ziah was? I was gagging for you. Okay, that answers that. Yeah. Super alcoholic.
Shazai, I missed you guys.
What's up?
You were in. Hello, welcome in.
Hey, welcome in. Bro, I was trying to keep you from dying.
Well, see, here's the thing. Lisa promised gifted subs if I got to the bottle of sake.
That's what happened, yeah.
And
Lisa's a homie for that. Thanks for trying to murder him.
Your boy really needed those subs, you know what I'm saying? So, but look, as I've said before, death can happen when it has earned me. It has not earned me yet, so therefore, I lived.
I've earned you.
Q&A was fun, but the other one was wild.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
So.
Yeah.
I missed that part. Yeah, I had to do what I had to do at the end of the day. YouTube is a grind. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
If you're not willing to put something on the line, you're not willing to
like your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I constantly, every day I go live, I'm actually like risking my life, and that's something I need
feel
to
physical
understand.
pain when I go live now. Because I just get so frustrated at these videos we're watching, and like I'm just sitting there like tweaking out of rage.
My body starts aching really bad. Like after I get off of live, my body is just wrecked.
You need to stretch more, dude.
I think I do.
Yeah. I've been working out a lot more.
That's why I've been working out a lot more, just to build up some of the strength, especially like I think in my back is a huge thing since I have such a bad back. I think building some of those muscles to build some resistance.
Dude, I had this great thought last night. I'm gonna tell you this is when I was half asleep.
I've had like this urge to just like pick heavy things up and like put them back down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Recently.
Okay, so have you ever trained yourself to try to wake up the next morning? Like you're like, yeah. Okay, do you realize you're doing that while you're falling asleep and it's so counterproductive?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever because you have like a really important day the next day and you're like, okay, we have to wake up. You're like thinking to yourself, you're like, all right, in the morning I'm gonna be like, oh, let's wake up. Like, I'm gonna get out of bed. The first alarm goes off. I'm just gonna wake up and will myself awake, right? And you're doing it as you're falling asleep and you're like, this is so counterproductive because I'm quite literally falling asleep while having the thought process of let's wake up, which is gonna be the next day when you wake up. You're gonna be like, hey, let's wake up, and you're just gonna fall right back to sleep.
I think the hardest thing for me,
it's the worst loophole
since like doing YouTube full time is doing YouTube full time. But besides that,
it's a community, dude. I hate these people. God,
that's the best thing to me.
Yeah, no, it is.
But is trying to wake back up on like a schedule. To me, that is like the hardest thing ever, and I've been trying to do it for a while, and I've gotten better, but like sticking to it, because like it's been so long since I've had to like have an alarm like wake me up, and then you get up and you just immediately start going. You know what I mean? Because I only ever used to do that because I physically had to.
That one, Sam, what's going on? You gotta get up. I can't expose my booty. It's been popping recently. Coming up, channel. Sorry, guys. I'm in incredibly tight pants. My booty was. I was wearing a jacket at work.
See, right?
Too good. Yeah, you can't see.
Booty.
Girl.
I feel like poking me.
Yeah. Don't bend over. Gosh. Stop sexualizing him, chat. Jesus.
Yeah, gosh, chat.
Are we just chatting today? Wasn't Ziah going to show us part of his song?
I was going to, and then I realized I was coming over here.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be on Twitch, so I don't have the file.
It's Tuesday. We will be live on YouTube on Tuesdays, hopefully, depending on what's going on.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll show you guys.
Yep.
That should allow me to flesh it out.
I will be
get a second look at it.
Gone all day tomorrow. I probably won't be back at any point.
Yeah.
It's going to suck. Got a long work day tomorrow.
Well, yeah, and that's been like my biggest struggle too, is because like I did that when I had to, but like when your schedule's like completely up to you and it's like a lot more open because it's all just like, because the thing is like the YouTube based things I do, like they're time sensitive, but they're not nearly as time sensitive as like a physical job, right? Like having to be at a physical office location or job location at a certain time is incredibly time sensitive.
Yeah.
And most of the time you'll get fired if you're late too many times, right? Like you have to physically be there.
And there's a lot of distractions on the way there, right? We got like our phones and stuff. That's one thing I'm being really conscious about recently is like I'm going to stay completely off of like instant gratification content.
Yeah, because it's really easy to fall into that.
It just warps
trap.
you in really fast. So guys, come over to YouTube because we're going to be doing non-instant gratification. We're going to be doing unsatisfying content.
We're going to be doing edge content.
Yeah, sounds great. But yeah, it's like you get sucked in your phone really bad, and then like I've just had this conscious thought recently where I'm like, I'm gaining nothing from this, right? Like I'd rather watch a video where it has an end, like a beginning and a beginning and an end, and something I can really like get into, enjoy.
Like the exact opposite, like TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is really helping me. It's helping my like thought process. It helps me limit things too. And then I look at like a 30-minute video and I'm like, all right, that's a 30-minute chunk of time, right? Like that's a long time. But when you flip through TikToks, you will get sucked in 30 minutes like that.
Yeah, and you won't even realize.
Yeah, you won't even realize.
And you won't remember 99% of the things you watch.
Yep, you will not. It's completely useless. I think that I need to push myself away from it, and I'm just my biggest focus in December is going to be mind over matter, and just kind of like willing myself to be doing a lot better.
I agree, because I think one of the biggest things that I lost sight of, and I think that this happens to a lot of people as they get older, but I was very mindful of like adversity and facing adversity during like my high school years, and then I think that as I got older, I think that it actually became a lot harder to deal with adversity, which is weird because I should have gotten better at it, but I think what it was is because like you've dealt with so much, and as the years go by, you just get fucking tired of it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You go from like being like headstrong, like like it's okay, I can get through this, I can fight through this, to the point where you're just like, I'm just too fucking tired. It's not even that like it's like that hard or like it causes me that much pain. It's just I don't physically have the energy anymore. You know what I mean? And that was like my thing is like when it came to like I want to wake up at 10 every day, and I don't always start my day at 10. Even though, like, if I had it my way specifically, I would start my day at 10 every day. But it's really hard because I'm a slow starter in the morning, and so, like, usually when I wake up, like, I can't get up right away. Like, my head, like, will be pounding and
Oh,
like,
yeah. That if you wake up on bad terms, your body will be like, get rolled.
Yeah.
That
it just completely screws you,
20
right?
minutes, if you're not, like, battling yourself out of bed, you're battling your mind.
Yeah,
like,
and for me, it's really, really hard because, like, if I wanted to get up exactly at 10 every day, and when I wake up, get right up, it's not like I have something there that's like, hey, if you're not here at like 11,
I came up with a strategy for this, but continue.
Yeah, okay, so it's like, if you're not here at 11, you're fired, right? It's like, oh, well, if I work on that video at 12 instead of 11, nothing really changes, right? Like, I can still get what I need to get done, but it's like, it's not as time restrictive as like, oh, I have to be here then start working, because it's like, if I stream at like, let's say 7 p.m., then it's like, okay, well, you have until 7 p.m. to get like the things you want to get done today. So it's like, okay, work on TikTok, I edit like the thing and stuff, and then okay, let's work on music for a little bit. But that's not like, as long as I can get that done before 7, it's not like as restricted in terms of the time. It's like as long as you can do it, right? And that makes it harder for me to justify putting myself through more adversity and suffering to then force myself to do it.
I'm in a very similar position because my work does not require me to show up any time, and I can leave at any time. So it's very hard for me to be like, oh, I should be here, I should do this, right?
Yeah, like I should sit here for the whole 8 hours.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to sit here for the whole 8 hours. I'm a troll. But I found that I'm starting this, and I'm going to like apply it more and more in my life in different situations, hopefully. But I'm going to vocally start saying my goals and stuff, right? Like even that moment,
I think that's very important.
You start justifying it here, and you're like, well, I want to do this, but I could do this. You just vocalize like mind over matter.
Speak it into reality.
Exactly. Yeah. And I used it this morning to wake up, right? Because I knew I had to be at work early because we were going to go do something, and my alarm clock went off. And my first alarm clock went off, and I was like, I'm gonna snooze it. And I was like, wait, try it. I was like, mind over matter. And I just started saying it out loud, right? I was like, mind over matter, mind over matter, mind over matter. And I got a little bit louder, and I hopped right out of bed. And I think the reason why it helps too is because you're like making that disconnect, right? And you're actually shutting your brain off by just saying those words over and over because you're like completely
separate. Yeah, because it doesn't allow you to overthink it and talk yourself out of it.
Exactly. So it's tricking yourself into doing those things, and eventually, hopefully, it becomes such a pattern that I won't battle myself out.
Well, we learned that in anime, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Of speaking your goals out. Like, how many times have you heard Naruto say, "I'm going to be Hokage one day"?
Yeah.
And then he becomes Hokage.
Same with Kirito. He was he's like, I'm not going to die, and he like just screams loud enough, and then rams the guy through.
Yeah, like that's the thing, and like it's like okay, that's like anime, but the thing is like
that is a
real
powerful
life
message
lesson because
vocalizing that in those times of like weakness or whenever you're feeling your brain, but that has to be the one conscious decision that goes through. Just vocalize it, just fucking vocalize it, send it. You start yelling, or not yelling, but be like mind over matter, and just like snap yourself out of it real quick, and then you'll do it.
I have, and you guys have heard me say this quote before. It's not actually technically a quote because I'm the one that came up with it, so I guess I'd be quoting myself, which is kind of cringe, but whatever. But I always say that
quote Wiseman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Socrates. But I've always said that once your vision is big enough, then it allows you to overcome any obstacle you can face, because as long as you can still see it, like if you think of like your vision's like this skyscraper and you're like walking down your path, and then like a boulder appears, you can still see your vision.
Yeah, you walk around it.
So you can walk around, you can still see. It's the minute where you can't see your vision anymore.
If your vision is a pile of gold and a boulder comes up, you cannot see the pile of gold, and then you're like, is it still there?
Yeah.
It's uncertain.
It causes this doubt.
For me, it's more like I need my brain to consistently be entertained. Like if I'm washing the dishes, I need a video or a podcast. 100%. I do this all the time. Yeah. I will put on a video or I'll put on background noise and stuff, right? Just to get my brain like, because mindless tasks suck. Mindless tasks suck so bad. Yeah. The only time I like, not like mindless tasks, but like something where you get so far inside of your head that you create your own narrative, because that happens a lot when you're doing mindless tasks, but is when I'm hunting. I love that because I start telling a story inside of my head, which is really fun. But it's like you getting into those moments, put on a podcast.
Yeah.
You can do the most mindless freaking work. I'll do it at work all the time. I always put music on, or I'll have a podcast on or something, right? Just to get my brain working, get my brain thinking on things while I'm doing mindless tasks.
Yeah, and I think that in today's day and age, it's just we've kind of been trained to have constant stimulation. And so it's pretty normal to want to have some type of constant stimulation because our brains are just trained to, because we have constant stimulation.
I think it's an idea of evolving.
Yeah, sorry. And having your brain constantly actively engaged with something.
If you think about it, right? Like when you were back, like hunting or gathering or whatever, back in the olden days, caveman days, right? They had to think about stuff, and they were like, let's think about this. Oh, let's think, what can make this easier? Let's make a basket, like something to hold it. What can we use to hold it? Oh, these things stick together, and they made baskets, and then they're like, we can collect more.
That's where ingenuity comes from.
Yeah, it comes from that. So sometimes you do have to shut down the brain. A lot of my imagination, a lot of my stories, and a lot of my like writing comes from times where I have like I'm trying to sleep. My brain's like, sucker. Or
your brain's like, hey, let's think about this instead.
Yeah, start typing.
Yep, 100%. My biggest thing where I feel that effect the most is whenever I'm eating, I have to put on like a YouTube video or something. Like it feels so weird to just like not have any.
Eat in front of a TV most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Most people like sit down and eat dinner on a TV, or like if you have a family, you sit down at a table and you talk to them, right? You're engaging.
You're engaging your brain while you're doing it.
Sit down and eat by yourself without any entertainment on, bro.
It feels weird.
Even in a restaurant, like I turn on something or
Yeah, so I always like even if I'm like sitting at the dinner table, but it's like by myself, like I made breakfast, I like. Phone and it's like boom,
watch a YouTube video, do something. Yeah, don't watch TikToks. Where you just stop, get off TikTok, get off the instant gratification. Okay. Speaking of which, we're gonna be dropping more TikTok videos. Reason to get back on.
For those of you who don't want to leave instant gratification behind.
I used to do that in high school and snooze all my alarms. I work at 5 a.m. and I wake up at that's the worst. It is so hard because you're punishing yourself and you're not giving yourself time, and then like there's a proper way to start your day and stuff like that, and I struggle with this all the time because I'll wake up and I have to take and it's TMI is F, but I have to take poops in the morning, right? You wake up and you're just like and then you wake up, you're like, I've got 10 minutes to get to work. You're not taking shit before work. You're gonna take that shit at work. Sometimes you just don't want to take a shit at work.
It is the way you start your day really does set the tone for the whole rest of the day. And I think that's why for people, and I know there's others out there, but for people who work for themselves or independent, and you don't necessarily have to follow a schedule exactly like myself, that's one of the biggest things that comes to it is, and one of the biggest justifications you give yourself. It's like, well, if I force myself to do these things, and I think in the creative sphere too, because I know that if I forced myself to get up at 10 and immediately try working on music, nothing's good going to come out of it.
No.
Because I am not in a good mindset to create, you know.
Oh, yeah. The first, like, hour of work that we get paid for is mainly us making jokes and, like, trolling each other and stuff and getting people woken up and, like, I think the best thing is one of me and my coworkers, Jason, have this like really good ongoing banter where we just bash each other. And if it's too early and I can't come up with any good banter, he's like, "Go get a cup of coffee," and I'm like, "I drink a cup of coffee," and I come back and I just roast the crap out of him. And that really helps me start processing, get my mental capacities going. And liquid courage, aka coffee, just gets you rolling, right?
Yeah, you have to be in the right mindset and the right way to do certain tasks. I believe, and especially to do them effectively.
We do that all the time. Before stream, we always watch like funny videos. Where we talk about stuff. We bring up
before we even
stories.
Film.
We're always
it's
constantly
all about the mindset.
Yeah, getting in the proper mindset, and then boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
My company is paying for these 10 very productive minutes. Let's go.
10.
It is. We're literally teaching you guys real life shit that will help you like in your life a lot, you know, while also remaining relatable, which is I usually struggle with being God. But you know, I'm trying.
One day you guys will learn that he's human. Okay. You're like, and that's it. False prophets. Jesus was white. Eugene's like, we like that. Push that.
We like the part where he said Jesus was white.
He said a lot of bad stuff, but he said something that saved it all. He said Jesus was white. He definitely didn't come from the Middle East or any part of that area.
Yeah, it was definitely not a thing. A fool.
I eat fiber, so 35 is too long. I eat a lot of fiber, and let me tell you right now.
Are you going to tell them? Or?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Fair enough.
35 is perfect.
35 minutes?
To take poop, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think that's accurate. But I do eat a lot of fiber. It's just my stomach is just the most rolled thing in the world.
I actually do something that you guys might be familiar with.
Chicken.
Well, I do that, but it's a form of photosynthesis actually, and it's kind of where I got my name Leaf from. So I actually just absorb energy from the things around me. And I don't actually take shits. It just gets converted 100% into energy because I only take what I need. Mm-hmm. Something that humans are currently trying to work on, you know, stem cell research, all that. Maybe one day you guys will get there. I can only hope for you guys. It's a truly better way to live. Shout to Ludwig for having bidets though. Go watch them dirty asses.
We were talking about this
2
before
men
stream.
for the squirt.
I had a really good ab day the other day, and my abs were they're so much pain I couldn't sleep.
The fuck did you say, Higgins? You mean 2 men for the squirts?
When you got the runs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's type of squirt.
Yeah. She's like 2 minutes is all I need.
I've been on the wrong side of Twitter for way too long.
Hold on.
Bidet is key.
Yeah, bidet
will change your life. I'm actually, my first experience with using a bidet was actually at Josh's house because he has a bidet.
Oh, interesting.
And I've always wanted to try one, you know, as a defender of the clean, self-proclaimed. So I always wanted to try one, and it did change my life. It did.
They had an interesting style bidet. They had like a power hose when we were in the Middle East, right?
Yeah, the Middle East, they have a power hose.
Yeah. But I had a proper bidet in France one time. That was awesome. Yeah.
I think the fully automated bidets are superior, especially when it comes to introducing people that are not used to bidets. Because if you hand someone a hose and like, hey, put this up your ass, not going to do it. If you just have like this thing that's like, hey, just sit there and push this button when you're done.
Yeah,
they're more likely to do it.
Spread them cheeks.
Yeah, just
take a second, spread them.
You'll do it for your baby daddy. You won't do it for a bidet. Fuck.
Yesterday I had some kids yelling at my register, telling his sister how Mr. Beast is in fact a real person. Yeah, we met him.
Yeah, can confirm. He is real.
I actually talked about that last night, not on stream, but we were talking to Ben's brother. I was like, yeah, we met Mr. Like, it was off topic or something, and he was like, you met Mr. Beast? And I was like, yeah. I sent him a picture of it, and he's like, oh my god! He freaked out.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, because we were talking about, like, winning the competition.
He didn't tweet us out, though, which was kind of rude of him, honestly.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah. He could have, like, one tweet could have changed our lives, but, you know, he claims to be such a philanthropist, but...
Not super into power washing the beehole, but so hey, it's available.
Well, you know, I just think that if I agree with Ludwig in this sentiment where if I could choose what type of world to live in, I would much rather choose the world where people have clean assholes. And if you, you know, and if you subscribe to the other belief that you want to live in a world where people have dirty assholes, that's your thing. It's not, but it's definitely not my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fan of a clean asshole, especially with all you booty eaters out there. I don't know why the fuck. Unless you guys love chocolate. But...
chat, we will see you next time. We love every single one of you. Keep your assholes clean.
Yeah. By Wix, give us a sponsor for your
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Your bidet company.
We'll drop it down below. The link down below.
Yeah, I would love that. You know, I could advertise the shit out of it to all the 14 people that show up to our live streams. You know, at least one of them will buy, and I think that's worth a sponsorship in my opinion, you know.
Guys, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We're at an hour or something mark, so we should probably call it, right?
Yeah.
We've rambled for too long. We really appreciate every single one of you guys.
Thanks for listening to this surprise podcast episode that kind of turned into.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a good
awesome.
podcast episode. Also.
We're a great podcast. We just gotta sit down and do it. But thank you guys so much. Please leave a like, comment down below.
Yeah, if you haven't liked this stream yet, please like it. It helps
comment
us.
Comment down below. Tell us what you feel about bidets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a fellow defender of the clean asshole?
Yeah.
I would buy a bidet, but I live with my family.
Just comment clean or dirty down below, okay?
Yeah. Just clean or dirty.
We won't publicly bash you if you put down dirty down there, okay?
Yeah, I'll understand.
I will not.
Some people like the roast beef seasoned.
Oh my god. Missed you guys a lot lately. We're here. We're gonna be posting more. We're back. Ziah's back. I'm about to leave, so I won't be live tomorrow because I will be out of town. Hopefully I'll be on.
Dirty and crusty. How do you ban someone from this side?
We love you guys so much. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys already know what's up.